What's going on,
Bing
guys?
bong.
That's insane. That's absolutely insane. I
Is it
can't.
recording me?
It's recording you. It is, yeah.
Hey guys, what's up? I'm Jasmine.
For the second time this year.
Happy New Year, Mazel.
Happy New Year. It is 2026 now.
hmm
Um, we
Candidly,
recorded about. Yeah, go ahead.
I was gonna say, candidly, it's 2025 for us. So you're hearing this many days after,
Oh,
but we're really
month.
far ahead.
It's a month. Yeah, we're recording a month
Less
ahead.
than.
No, it's
It's
not.
less than
It's like 3 days less than. Hey, I just had a thought. This is going to be posted.
the week
Oh
before.
yeah, yeah. Okay, no. Yep, I'm here now. I was real nervous for a hot second. Anyways, um, another candid moment for us. We are recording for the second time because my computer decided that it wasn't gonna listen to Jasmine.
Well, that's valid and fair. Um,
That's so wild to say about yourself.
I did go to therapy yesterday. That's
That's good.
exciting.
It's good.
Yeah, I talked about
A
so
lot of
many
things.
things. But we went over all of the progress that I made this year because sometimes I get really down on myself and I'm like, oh, I didn't make any progress, blah blah blah. And I figure New Year's post is a great time. Why am I blue?
I saw it on your hand earlier.
This is Sharpie because I was drawing on some stuff at school. I was making stockings for the kids.
Hmm.
Um, but I don't know if you can see my fingertips are like blue, but they're like stained.
I don't know.
Anyway, doesn't super matter. But progress I made this year. And we were talking specifically too about like things that her and I have worked on,
Mhm.
not just the things that we've talked about, but like she was bringing up, we've worked about, setting boundaries, working on your communication skills, working on coworker problems, friend problems, how to keep and manage relationships, how to establish new ones, blah, 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 all that good stuff.
Yeah.
And we talked a little bit about how far I've come with like certain really kind of stupid things, which is like I call them stupid. She calls it progress, but like what does she know? She's just like a licensed therapist. Um, if Emma ever watches these, Emma, I believe in you fully. I'm sorry. That was a bad joke. But
I don't think she does. We don't make enough viewers for her to be one of them. You, me, Nana, and maybe one of the podcast or one of the Discord group.
at least three of them listen because Rachel, Kay listens.
Shay, well, yeah, Kay listened to the
Shay,
last one because Shay made a comment about
Antonio.
Antonio. He did say he was catching up today, didn't he?
Yep.
Well,
Um, anyway, we talked about progress, and one of the things that I considered dumb that I talked to her about was my inability to eat chicken. That has been in so I eat chicken. It's my primary meat because all the rest of it kind of hurts my stomach, right? And I don't like fish. I have a really hard time trusting that chicken is fully cooked. I very specifically have a hard time trusting it when I've cooked it. And so part of my OCD tendency is to perseverate on the fact that it is, in fact, raw when I'm eating it. And I convince myself that it's raw and then I can't eat dinner.
hmm,
We worked on it for a while and I was having a really hard time, but I was doing like a two different temperature check and also cutting every piece of chicken open to see if it was raw on top of doing a temperature check and still putting it in the oven until it was at least 190 degrees, which is so far overkill.
I was gonna say that's a dry chicken.
Yes, yes, it was. Now, I could make it for other people, put the thermometer in, it's 165, pull it out, let it set. It was juicy and tender. But making it for just Connor and I couldn't do. And
Yeah.
I couldn't eat it. It was very bizarre. So anyway, we worked on it, worked on it, worked on it. And I finally graduated to a point where I'm only doing the one temperature check at the end of when my timer goes off, and I'm not perseverating on it. I made an entire chicken and I tested it and it was 170. So I pulled it out of the oven. I let it sit and it was still pink because bone marrow does that in a giant chicken.
Hmm.
And it was a young chicken, and younger chickens tend to have more bone marrow leakage. So, anyway, I was very proud of myself. But we talked about progress, and essentially, where I'm going with this entirely long winded story that doesn't really need to be this long is that it was a year of growth for me, and I'm very excited about that. So yeah, no, that's all
I think it's a year
so,
of growth for both of us, realistically.
hmm
Like it's hard. I about to have that moment. The we had one when we were talking about Thanksgiving. I think we had a little bit
hmm
of one during like our Christmas episodes. It's hard to look back at a year and say I did grow or I did
Ow!
change.
Ow, mother trucker! I just kicked my Achilles heel directly into the metal part of my chair. I just wanted to be comfortable.
You get no comfort at all.
Continue.
It's hard to look back at that kind of stuff and actively point out what it is that you grew through or what growth you've
Yeah.
had or any of that. It's really hard to think about, especially when you're doing it for yourself. Because like you can sit there and I'm sure you can look at me and say well, you grew here and here and here, and I can look at you and say the
hmm
same things, but it's hard to look back and say it to
I
yourself.
know.
And I think that's the challenge, realistically, as a just as from a
It's a
mind
person.
standpoint, a person, mental health, whatever you want to put it under, the umbrella you want to put it under, you have to do that. You should do that because you want that growth. You want to continue to grow as a human being. Because if you
hmm
don't, you become stagnant, and then you're what? You're not really getting anything out of life at that point.
You're not really like growing
Yeah, you're
if
just
you,
there.
well, and I think it's hard. Like, it's a similar as like weight loss too. It's
Hmm.
really hard to see progress um because you see yourself every day, right?
Yes.
So I know during 2020 we started working out. We've talked about this so many times in the last few episodes about us working out.
It's
But
because
it's one of
hey, third time 3 episodes, I work out.
yes. Did you guys know that Justin's been working out? I
I
just thought
have.
that I'd share that news
Well,
about you.
hopefully I'm still working out when this gets posted.
No, you will be. No, no, no. Mindset. You
I
will be working out.
actually think I will be. Realistically, I think
Yes. No, you
because
will be.
Darcy and I talked and we're getting a hotel for our break when we go north.
Okay.
I mean, it's common for us.
I
But
know.
we
I
were
know.
talking about it and we were like what would be better, a B&B or a hotel? B&B is nice cuz you have more space, but a
Mm-hmm.
hotel at least has the pool for Darcy, the workout
Mm-hmm.
space for me. We could go down to the
Mm-hmm.
lobby. We can do things and it's right in
Yeah.
the center of town, so like if
Mm-hmm.
we wanted to drive somewhere it's right there versus like a B&B you can separate but you don't really have that extra stuff. So I think I know I'm gonna work out. Like it's just kind of
Yeah.
gonna
It's that mindset piece.
yeah.
Um, but it's hard to see the progress. Like I know you and I were talking about I think it was like face stuff where I said, yeah, I've like noticed that your face is slimmed down. And you were like, really? It has? And I was like, well, yeah, I don't see you every day. Well, I do, but
Right.
I don't. And I saw it in person. And I told Connor, I was like, Justin has like muscle tone. It was very strange, which sounds mean. That sounds mean.
It's true though. I didn't
But
have
like,
like any muscle
I haven't
definition.
seen you in person since you started working out. And I was like, whoa, it just is a change.
Yeah.
Um, and I know in 2020 when we started working out, I was doing daily progress pics
Hmm.
because I wanted to do one of those like TikTok things where it was like a daily
Yeah.
picture and you watch yourself, whatever. But by day like 25, I was looking, I was like, I haven't made any changes, but I had. It's just I hadn't noticed them yet because I hadn't taken like, I don't know,
Yeah.
it's kind of the same thing. And mental health is so hard to notice your progress
Yes.
because
It's not a
it's all
physical
up here,
change. Yeah.
right? And there are some physical things. I was telling Emma yesterday that because she said, compared to last winter, how are you feeling? Like seasonal depression, blah, blah, blah. And I said, well, something just feels wrong. She was, well, what do you mean? And I said, well, it just feels wrong. Like I have a rhythm in the winter. Halloween is great. It's my favorite holiday. And if we don't do anything, then I'm deeply depressed. But, it's that like, oh, damn, I wish I had done something. But then there's that lull between Halloween and Thanksgiving, and it's okay. It's not horrible. It's not too cold, not too hot. It's fine.
Right.
But after between Thanksgiving and Christmas, I start to drop pretty significantly with my mental health. And you know that. I pull away, I don't whatever. But this is the first year that one, I've been on my antidepressant meds. They are
Hmm.
anti anxiety, but they're antidepressants as well. And two, the first year that I've had a group of
I
friends
was gonna say
that
that
isn't
helps.
just like four of us. It's more than because and
It's
not
also the first year that we are like adults without having to worry about COVID. Realistically, like last year we
mhm,
had it, but We didn't know. And I say we, you specifically, because you were coming out of college and having to work
Hmm.
and do your masters and all
Yeah,
these things. Like, this is your first like real adult summer or first real adult winter. Sorry, I wish it was
it
summer.
is. And so like first adult winter and meds and having friends. I haven't ever been in this many like D&D groups, but I'm in a bunch of D&D groups, and I've hit that part in my work where I'm past the new year
Yeah.
beginner phase, and now I'm just like I made curriculum decisions and I just did it,
Hmm.
and people come to me and they say, "What are you doing for this?" And I have to go, "Shit, that's me. I'm the adult."
I
And
have
so
to
I
make
was
that
telling her, I'm
decision.
like, right, and I was telling her like it's just weird for me because I'm so used to being depressed then I'm not really right now. Like I have sad moments and then I wake up and I'm like, I'm fine, keep going. Like it's not a permanent, and that feels, excuse me, that feels really good, but also like startling.
It's a change.
It's a change, and I kind of told her that, and she goes, well, Jasmine, that sounds like a good thing. I said it's not bad. It just feels wrong because I'm so used to not feeling happy in December.
Yeah.
Like that week of Christmas is great, and I have a break and blah blah blah. But I'm so used to being angry and frustrated and tired and like all those things, and Christmas in college can be really fun and it can be really sad because you don't really like, especially during COVID when we were in our apartment, like we had that first year Christmas in the apartment. The second year everybody went home,
Yeah.
but it was COVID, so like I had to wait till Christmas. Anyway, it's just progress is progress, but it's hard to see.
Yeah.
Um so
Exactly. And that's like, and you do start seeing it, whether it's a physical thing or a mental
mhm,
thing. You do eventually start recognizing what the change
mhm,
is. It's just really hard to at first. And
just takes a bit.
it does take a bit. And it's really, for those first couple of months, it's really important for you to see it, but you can't see it because you're not used to it. You're seeing, like, you're feeling the change, but you're not really actually feeling or seeing it. And that's
Yeah,
like, you kind of get, what's the word I'm looking for? When you kind of just like, oh, why would I keep doing this?
apathetic,
Sure, we'll go with that. It starts with a D, is what I was thinking, but I don't remember. Discouraged. You get
depressed.
discouraged. Discouraged is the word I was looking for.
Yes,
You kind of get discouraged, and you don't want to keep going because why would I keep going on something that
right.
you
That
know?
I'm not
So
making any progress on.
exactly. So it is really nice, especially to have one to have your own ability to recognize it and to be able
Hmm.
to say, I actually do see this, which you should. You should be reflective.
Hmm.
But two, it's really nice to be able to have a person outside of your own
Yes.
brain to say that too. Like to hear you say it or Talok say it or Noah or
Hmm.
Darcy, like somebody to say something and say, hey, I recognize the growth that you are getting physically. I can see your face thinning.
Hmm.
I can see the definition in your arms and your shoulder.
Hmm.
Like that to me, one, I'm an ego guy, so like it boosts my ego a little bit. I'm like, yeah, I can lift a lot of weight. I can't, but like I'm like, yeah, I see it
Not
too. Like
yet. Not
you're
yet.
right.
Power of
I
yet.
also don't want to. Like I don't want to be that person that's lifting 500
I
pounds in the
think
gym.
I think you need to be one of those beefed up guys with the tiny head
No,
that just
no, I
walks
don't think
everywhere like
so.
this, like physically can't put their arms down because you're just,
I'm not tall enough to do that. Also, my body
oh
wouldn't
no
do
no,
that.
you're the perfect height for the ego filled guy,
I'm not
pumped
an
full of
ego-filled
just
person. I don't let it go, but it is
not yet,
nice. I don't
not yet. Your
want to
shoulders
be.
aren't this high.
I don't
You're
want to be.
no, I think it'll be good. But you have to forget leg day. That's the
I
important
won't
part
be
here.
doing
Is
that.
yeah, no, that's
I
fair.
love leg day.
I love leg
I
day.
don't know
Leg
why
day is
people
my
shit on leg
favorite.
day so much. Like
I don't. You know why? It's because I
it's
got
because they
weak
don't got
legs.
legs. Yeah, they're weak.
I love leg day.
I do
I
too.
use it. I use it as a way to
Your
show like
dominance.
off. Well, no, just to show off to myself of like I
I still
lifted
got it.
that.
Yeah.
Like I did. So my I do the Planet Fitness. So I have two. There are two different leg presses. There's the one where you're up, well, I guess you're sort of at this angle, and you press out,
Yeah.
and it works more like this, and a little bit of your calf. But I can do my calf raises on that, which is great because it's weighted.
Hmm.
That one I can't get as much, but then there's the one that you push up into the air.
That's my
Boy,
favorite
howdy,
one.
do I PR on that shit every time. I make it a personal mission of mine to have to go and get weights from the next rack over because I've gotten all the ones off of the leg press one. Oh,
Yeah. So I haven't used that as much as I want to. It is in like I
Mhm.
use an app called Fitbod, and
Mhm.
it's in my Fitbod thing that says, "Hey, this is in my gym. We can use it." But
Mhm.
it hasn't used it, and it's annoying
Hmm.
because I'm like, I want to go and do it. I've used it like once, which is
Yeah.
fine. And it was a lighter weight. Like they have to get me, a base level of where I'm at, all that stuff.
Yeah.
But I definitely feel like I'm not gonna say who, but I was in the gym with somebody and he was doing. I think he had like 400 pounds on it. And
Mhm.
to be fair, he's a bigger guy, or was a bigger guy. He's
Mhm.
thinning out a lot now, but he was
Yeah.
a bigger guy, and he like, and I mean, you know this. The bigger
Mhm.
you are, your muscles in your legs have to work harder to keep you upright, and you're gonna have bigger and stronger muscles down
I
there,
think that's
anyways.
why I like leg day.
Oh yeah,
It's
I
because
mean,
I'm good at it.
yeah, which makes sense. That's super valid.
Mhm.
But he did like 400, and I was like, could I do 400? I wanted to try it, but I didn't want my ego to like get in the way. I feel
I
like
want
I
to
could
see
do
what.
400. You should. The scale says that you should be able to do at least your body weight. At
Mhm.
minimum your body weight.
Oh, I can definitely do that. Yeah.
I will dox myself a little bit here. 400 is basically doubling my body weight. A little bit
Yeah.
less, but it's
Same.
basically doubling it. So like
Yeah. Same.
I'd be pretty impressed with myself. I probably could do it, but you know,
I. Oh man, I'm gonna be real sad if it deleted my thing. Um. One sec. I'm logging in. So I have this app called Strong that I use to track all mine. But I got a new phone, and I don't think that it's. No, don't save. Not now. Not now. Stop. Not now. Log me in, damn it. Anyway. Um but I used to do leg press a lot in college because it was easy. But there's that like, oh my god, what is it called? It's the thing of like or where it says, men trying out the weights after women, or women trying out the weights after men, and the girls will go after the guys on leg press, and it's just like shooting forward because it's so light.
hmm
Whereas with the arm stuff, like, women tend to have stronger legs than they do arms.
yeah,
Not to say that they can't, fluctuate, whatever,
yeah,
but
yeah.
blah blah blah. So anyway, I hit my max in high school was 410. So when I was in so as a junior at 16, my max was 410.
hmm
My max now, I want to say, is closer to 480, and that's on like a good day.
Yeah.
I haven't hit 5 yet. My goal is to be able to do 550.
I just
That's like
ask
that is
that
my ultimate goal.
I just ask that you do it with building your own
Oh,
muscles up.
oh yeah. No, I'm not just gonna jump to 550.
Yeah.
Um, I want to be able to build it up so that 550 just feels like I'm like
Yeah, doing it.
pushing it. Um, but I also found a new one that I really like at our gym that works your glute and back of your thigh.
hmm
And you lean forward and hold on to the two, like, so that there's a chest plate here, and you put your foot on, it's like a bicycle pedal, and you push back. And we never had that at UMF.
Hmm.
Like, you can do that exercise on the stretchy whatever machine, the Smith machine,
hmm
but this is an actual one, and I really like it.
Hmm.
And so anyway, I was doing that, and that one I can do a good amount of weights. And then I also found the ab twister I can do a good amount of weight with, because you're supposed to use your abs to turn it, but I use my legs because it's easier to use my legs, and then I just hold my core rigid. But
That's the
anyway.
hard part when you're working out, is the focus part. Like you got to focus the
Mhm.
muscle to make it work. Like um I was doing dumbbell rows where you're like bent over the
Yep.
bench and pulling back with the dumbbell,
Mhm.
and like you're supposed to get your lats involved. And as I was
Yep.
doing it, I recognized, okay, my biceps are really trying here. My triceps are getting really tired here, but I'm not feeling it in my lats. So I
Mhm.
had to like focus and like straighten my back and like really hit the muscle as I went through. And part of that
Yep.
is, the muscle is strong, which I don't know about that, but like part of it is the muscles around it just makes up for it. So I don't know. Either way, we've talked about working out a lot through the last couple weeks because it's a new endeavor for us. So, and so Um, I mean, it's the
Sorry, I
yes.
just found it. I found it, Justin. I found it.
Did you?
Shut up. Yes. Okay, I found it. This was um my where is it? Leg press. So my light day leg press was reverse fly 85 pounds times 5 reps, shoulder press 40 pounds times 7, torso rotation 85 pounds times 10. So 5 on each side of the like rotations where you
Mm-hmm.
go like that kind of thing. Leg press, I did 4 sets of 10 reps at 395 pounds. And then I ran a half mile. God, that's a long time. Jesus. That's
When
an
you're
unfortunate. It's
running the half
11
mile.
minutes.
Yeah,
11 minutes to run a half mile is so bad.
that is quite high. I'll be honest with you. I can't say that I do much better, but I,
Hmm.
yeah. Um. Anyways, one, go get merch. That's one.
Yes.
Two, yes, what, Jasmine?
Nope.
I was gonna say, two, it's a new year, and every year, per tradition in our podcast, it seems,
Hmm.
we always set goals. Um, I don't remember. I wish I would have looked back before the episode what our goals were for this year to see if we successfully made them. So maybe Jasmine can look at them, and I'll do a little plug for our merch. Go get your merch at thesoccerking1239.com. Go over
Yeah,
to
talk a
the.
little slower. A
I'm
little
trying.
slower.
When you get there, click the third tab over and go down to fourth wall. Click the fourth wall link, and it'll bring you to store. The store will be my store, TSK1239, and no impulse control, uh, all the merch for both of them. Go ahead and tab over, and then you can go through whatever merch we have up. I think currently our merch is still just the kind of generic merch so that you can make sure that you follow and support us to help us grow. But I would love it if you wanted to help support my own channel grow, though I haven't posted in a while, and that's on me. Um, I do think that you getting no
We
impulse
talked a
con-
lot about Elon Musk. I'm so sorry.
Did
A
we
lot of this
really?
episode is Elon Musk.
I do think you getting the no impulse control merch would really help us grow as a podcast because your friends will be like, "Who is no impulse control? Why do you have that on you?" And you can say, "Well, one, I have no impulse control, and two, you can say you can say that they are my favorite podcast I ever have listened to in the whole world, and you can force them to listen to us as well, just like we forced you to listen to us as you've listened many, many times, I assume. Um, but going back to the merch, it is very, very nice merch that Jasmine and I created, the whole logo and everything else that we thought would be great and you would love to watch or to wear as well. How close are we?
I can't hear anything because I've got NPR going on in my ears. Um, Hold on. I think I found it.
Yeah, really though, go get your merch. It is.
As soon as I hit play to try and listen.
Well, we can't just sit here in silence for 30
No,
minutes.
I'm almost there. Shush, hold on.
Go get your merch to help support the channel so that we can continue to grow because we need to.
TikTok things.
We would appreciate you very,
Okay.
very much.
Minions.
We love you.
Me cracking my neck. You're letting something be.
I'm letting something be. That
I
doesn't
don't
sound
know.
like me.
Something about a mouse. I don't remember what our goals are, but can I make a suggestion for this year?
Depends. Are you about to hurt my feelings?
No, no, no. I think setting goals. I know for me, this. Oh, we talked about this last year. We didn't set goals. We said no, we're not setting goals because the
The
thought of the
fall,
failure of
yeah.
the goal. And we were like, no. So we have whatever. I was gonna
We
say, let's
were
set
angsty
intentions for the
emo
year.
kids.
Let's set intentions for the year. Let's
Okay,
let's
okay. I like
let's have an
intentions.
intention instead of saying, like I have a goal to achieve this thing, because if you don't, then you're a piece of shit, right? So
Yeah, of
like
course, yeah.
let's set intentions and say like I am intending to have a good year.
I remember this because we talked about it and I was gonna pull out I don't know if I still have all this stuff or where I'd have it. I wanted to pull out the dream boards and we were gonna make dream boards.
Oh my god, we were supposed to make dream boards. Let's do that real quick.
Jasmine, 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 Jasmine.
Justin, 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 Justin.
Next week is our 2 year.
Oh my
We
god,
could
2-year
make
dream
dream
boards.
boards on live if we wanted to go live.
Um,
That would also give us time to kind of plan something here.
yeah, no, I like that. Yes, I like this.
Okay, so we'll see you next
But
week live because we're gonna do a live. Apparently, we're gonna try to do a
we've
live. I
decided that.
I haven't looked at my stuff, but yeah, we're gonna try to do a live.
What day is the episode airing on that week?
The
It's the
14th. No, it's the 4th,
no,
and then it would be the
11th,
11th. So we
because
would
4
be
plus
able
7
to.
is 11.
Right.
Yeah, we would be able to. Okay, I was just making sure it was before our trip.
Yeah. Which
Okay, yeah. Oh my god, we totally can. Which, yes. So in 2 weeks from this posting, we're gonna be on our trip.
which is insane. I posted in the
It's,
in the Discord the other day, and I didn't get the response I was hoping for because it didn't seem like everybody else was as smart as me. But like, anyways, I
oh my
posted
god.
in the Discord and said that we had a month and a day until we meet, like in person, and like, I'm excited for that. I'm like. Like y'all know how anxious I am about it, but I am excited about it.
There you go.
What are you saying? I heard a badunk and it's probably on here. That's my Discord notifications, by the way. Anyways, I like the idea of doing intentions. I am gonna add specific things to my intentions though. Not because I
Hmm.
don't want to do a goal or not because I don't want to do like I just want a little more specified because that's how my brain works.
Yeah, no, for sure. No, and intentions can be as specific as you want them to be, but they can also be broad. Like, you can have hold on.
I
I
intend to
have a whole
continue to
thing.
work out and then I can specify by saying I intend to lose
So
50 pounds, which would
I
be
intend to move
insane.
my body with joy rather than I want to lose a bunch of weight. You're still intending to lose the weight, whatever, but if you don't lose a bunch of weight kind of thing, or you don't
Yeah.
make that certain goal, you're still moving your body.
You're changing the
I will,
connotation to what you're saying.
yeah. And so, like for me, one of my big things, like one of the ones on my little PDF thing, is I will set boundaries to protect my energy. Now, that's a little woo woo for me, but I will set boundaries to protect myself
Hmm.
rather than protecting my energy. For me, it's I will set boundaries to protect myself. And that can even be boundaries of like, hey, I'm not playing video games today, which is so hard for me to do.
And you did it last
Um,
night. Very good job. Did you work
Thank
on
you.
your
I don't,
IAPs
that was the night before.
night before?
Night before, but yes, I got my IEPs done. No, last night I was doing session 0 and
Yes.
I was writing. So I got all my kids' books. So I can kind of show you one of them for Christmas. So this is coming out before Christmas, but I got them all. You're not even looking. That's so rude. I got them all hardcover books, and I wrote a little like message in each of them
Mm,
to send or to give them for Christmas. So that's what I was doing last night, and then I went to bed early actually
good.
at like 9:30. Still exhausted, by the way.
Yeah, oh yeah.
My therapist thinks that I should do a sleep study, and I said no.
Yeah, I don't want to do one either. I've had people tell
I
me I
don't.
should too,
I
but
don't want to do one because I worry that if I do it, they're gonna tell me that something's wrong with how I'm sleeping,
yeah.
or that like I should sleep on my back, and
Or
like
that I should have like a sleep app machine. I don't want that. I'll be honest.
a CPAP machine.
Yeah, thank you.
I gotta tell you, I really want to try. Have you seen the nose strips that have the little magnets that open your nose up?
Mm-hmm.
I want to try one so bad. I did get the sleep tape for your mouth. It works so well. You couldn't do it. You have
I
hair.
was gonna say that it's. I mean, from a marketing standpoint, genius. Like, super smart.
Hmm.
Because most people, majority of people, probably
More.
don't have beards and snore.
Yes, this is true.
So it makes sense. But like all the people who have facial hair,
Well, there are other things that you can use. Like this tape specifically is tape, but you can also get like different stuff that is hair
yeah.
sensitive. It's like basically body tape, but it's got a little slit in it so you can still breathe, but you can't like open your mouth and
Hmm.
snore, and it forces you to use your nose. Fun fact: did you know that your body sometimes fills with snot because it does that? Because fuck, why wouldn't it? You would know this. You're a health teacher, but your body sometimes fills with snot, but you can clear it by just taping your mouth shut. Your sinuses will drain
I mean, it makes
because
sense.
your brain goes, "Oh my god, we're dying."
We can't breathe.
No,
Yeah.
no, homie, I just got to peel the tape back, but you don't know that,
Yeah.
even though you made the conscious choice to do that, which is weird.
You're tricking your brain to do it.
Mhm, mhm. Yes, I am. Hey, I got a question for you.
Hmm.
What was your top song of the year?
Oh, I do not know. Hang on.
Check
I
on
I can
Apple.
look. I don't remember how to get there, but I do. I can look.
Well, I got my Spotify Wrapped, and I just got to tell you, I'm a little hurt. I'm a little hurt by my Spotify Wrapped because I fear that there is some AI art in my Spotify Wrapped, Justin.
There's AI art in your Spotify
There's
rap.
there's some AI music in my Spotify Wrapped.
Why do I believe? Why do I not believe that?
No, there is AI music in my Spotify Wrapped.
Oh,
Some of the music that I listened to apparently this year is AI music, and I'm kind of deeply hurt by that.
hmm.
Anyway,
I can't find it.
on Apple Music,
Yeah.
um, Apple Music Wrapped 2025. Don't save. Um, how do you get there? Go to the home tab, scroll down to replay your top music, and then tap go back in time to opening your listening stats. Oh, because they don't do like a real
They
one.
don't do. Yeah, they don't do a wrapped thing for Apple.
Oh, it's Apple Music Replay. Yeah, go to the home tab, and then there's a replay banner. Supposedly, I deleted Apple Music from my phone, so
Hmm.
because I only use Spotify now. Anyway, my top artists were Harmony Tales, which is D&D music. Jorge Rivera, which is Epic the musical. Fantasy Village, you'll never guess, D&D music. Sleep Token, and Celtic Traveler, which is again
D&D music.
D&D music. I listened to 31,000 minutes.
Holy cow.
My top songs were Fire Up the Night, Open the Door, which is a video game spoof song, Dial Tone, Sticky, the by Glorilla, and Bonfire by Childish Gambino. Yep. You listened, we counted. So Spotify Rap does like a whole like story, like you can scroll through. So I listened for 31,000 minutes. I listened to 365 different genres. My top genres. Make a wild guess what my top genres are.
Um, rap.
Pop rap, yeah.
I would go with instrumental because of.
Kind of classical was on there, yes.
Okay. Um, probably like punk or a little like
No,
no. Wow.
no.
Hmm. Okay. Well, then I'd go with like a like I want to say like not punk, but like closer to punk pop type of
Alt?
thing. Alt. There you go.
No.
Hmm.
One would think.
Yeah. Kids.
No, no kids' music.
Pop.
I got hard rock is my number one. Pop rap is my number two. Musicals is my number three because I listen
Musicals.
to
Yeah.
Hamilton a lot. Then medieval is its own genre, followed up
Interesting.
by classical. My listening age. You ready for this? 33.
That's not too bad. I saw somebody who was like 20 and they got 90. So
I did see that and I was like, you good? Since you were into music from the late 2000s, hits with a hint of nostalgia, which is crazy that late 2000s is now nostalgia.
nostalgia, yeah, that hurts.
Yeah. I listened to 3,000 songs this year.
It's pretty good.
Yeah. Failure builds character. What does that mean? Oh, I guessed it was bonfire, but it was actually fire up the night. Yes. Um, I listened to 17 full albums. I streamed 884 minutes of podcasts. I listened to 2,000 different artists this year. Um, yeah, bless you. Um, you know what was new this year that I didn't know about was Discord Wrapped.
I saw.
That
Yeah,
was fun.
that was fun. Good little
That
cute
was
little
fun.
thing.
We did get a cute little thing. It was also kind of sad to see how many minutes of everything I had listened to.
Yeah, that wasn't great.
Yeah.
So I have intentions written down.
Oh, okay. I guess I'll go fuck myself then.
Well, we're kind of, this is a new year, so it's a new us,
I'm the same me.
Call back to our first episode name. New
Is that what
year,
it was
new us.
called?
New year, new me, or something like that, I think.
Um, our last year, our first episode of the year was called New Year, New Trivia.
I probably
What's this going to
made that
be?
one.
New Year, New Intentions, maybe?
I kind of like that, though.
Yeah,
It's kind of,
that kind of slaps
that
though.
kind of slaps, though.
That kind of goes
Um,
hard, chat. Kind of goes hard.
oh, no. Okay. Well,
I'll
I
think
got
of myself.
another intention.
What's your intention?
Not to ever use the word chat again.
Chat, do we hate what I'm doing here?
All right. So, I've got a couple of mixed ones. So, I will have this put onto my dream board when we get to that point. But,
Mm-hmm.
so I have my intention is to continue the workout plan that I have and continue working
Mm-hmm.
out and being active and having a active,
Mm-hmm.
healthier lifestyle.
Mm-hmm.
Under that, I have lose my gut because I have quite the belly. It's not like crazy, but it's like enough to be annoying to me because I would like to thin out a little bit, and then also gain more muscle and have more muscle definition. So there's the intention that I have for that. Do you want me to
Okay.
keep going or do you want to chime in on that?
I have one of my own.
Okay,
It's okay to not be okay. Is my first intention.
that's good.
I'm working a lot on just recognizing things. So we're doing a lot of neuroplasticity and neuro not neuro nervous system mapping in
Hmm.
class right now with kids. And so one of the big things that we try and teach them is like you're allowed to be angry and sad and happy and all of the feelings. It's just how you manage those. um and I'm a very anxious person just by default,
Hmm.
and I sometimes really like crash myself on that. So I want to be able to say like, hey, I'm okay, like I'm mad right now and then it will pass and I'll be okay. um so that's my first one.
Hang on, I'm writing something down.
Hmm. Where to God if you take mine?
Um, so my next one that I have on the list is specifically the podcast related, and I don't think we've actually vocalized this. I'm sure both of us would be happy with it, but the next intention that I have is to get us to 100 this year, 100 subscribers on YouTube.
I like it.
We're at 50. We're at 51, I think, actually.
Oh, I was like, we went down.
No, I think we're at 51, but 100 would be awesome to get to. And so, in my brain at least, and we kind of slightly discussed this, I'm not going to give away specific details or anything like that, but we have discussed other ways that we can continue to be a little more active, instead of just a continuous, which this will continue, but a
Hmm.
continuous Sunday night post We want to add like potentially doing something else on a different day, becoming more active in our social medias, that kind of stuff. And I
Mhm.
personally, I don't want it all to fall on you, Jasmine. So that's one of my own personal goals of like, I don't want you to feel that guilt of, oh, you didn't post something on social media. I also
Mhm.
want to help you and create that thing as well, which can be you making a video and then, posting it and it's just you or it's just me in the video. Like it doesn't have to be both of
Yeah.
us type of thing.
Yep. No, that makes sense.
So that is one of mine is to get to that 100. It would, I think honestly, I think it's gonna start from getting more active in the social media, and then
Yeah.
if we do want to do something extra, which we have talked about a potential idea, but I think there are other things that we can do that isn't what we've talked about. Like I think that we could have other long form videos as well that might not be the
Mhm.
hour that we usually have. Maybe it's a 20-minute video of, Survivor rundown and I run it or whatever. Like,
Mhm.
we can brainstorm, but like, I think that would be one of the benefits or ideas that we
Yeah.
could come up with. But, anyways, your turn.
Praising my progress and forgiving my failures. So I've got a lot of like mental health ones as my intentions this year is I'm intending to make a make an active choice to say like, hey, I did something I'm really proud of. I made this progress and I did that.
Yeah.
And these are the, and this is, all the things that went into helping me with that,
Hmm.
but also saying like, hey, I didn't do so well on that and it didn't go the way that I wanted it to, moving on. And just like forgiving myself and not hanging up on it.
I like that.
Yep.
That's a
So
hard
that's my
thing to
second
do.
one.
So I like that a lot.
It is, and it is one of my. I'm setting intentions in therapy, so this is actually good for me to like sit down and set.
Hmm.
But it's one of the harder ones for me to do because I want so badly to focus on the bad and say like, yes, these 10 good things happened and I did these 10 things, but I also failed in 2016 at that.
Yeah.
My therapist goes,
That
what
was
does
the
that have to do
past.
with right now?
Right.
So, which actually, if I could say my third one, it goes
Yeah. Go
together
for it.
with
Yeah.
it, is being present in the moment and not focusing on future or past. That's where that
Mm.
anxiety comes in. I focus a lot on like, um, we were talking about beforehand, like some stuff about if we had kids, blah blah blah. I was focused on grandkids.
Yeah.
I skipped all of the childhood of my own child and focused on, but I was going to be dad's side of the family, and you were like,
What
but
do
you're
you mean?
what do you mean? And I was like, if my kid has a kid, if I have a son and my son has a child and that child gets married, then I'll be dad's side of the family. And Justin was like, not thinking about that at all. That's way in the future. But I do that. I gotta be careful with my arm there. Oof. Um, ew.
Ooh.
Speaking of Elon Musk. Um, anyway, ugh. Anyway, I tend to focus on things other than right now. Have you ever heard the metaphor or the analogy of focus on the forest and not the mushroom within?
I
So
haven't,
it's
but I like that.
it's
Widen
a
it,
common one
broaden
with like
it.
autism, of focusing on this one minute little mushroom, and that's all you focus on is this one point in front of you, and you miss
Everything.
everything else
Yeah.
because you're so focused on this whataboutism or this what if. For anxiety, for autism, it's very different. It's brain wiring, whatever, but it's that anxiety, you're focused on that one little thing so much that you miss everything else happening around you because of, well, what about this, well, what if this happens, well, what if.
Yeah.
And I do a lot of that. So anyway, being present in the moment is my next one.
I like that. I'm
Hmm.
gonna drum back to my first one of the whole
Yeah.
getting healthier lifestyle.
Mhm.
I also want to add meditation to my daily life.
Yes, I
I
have some
I've
really great scripts if you want them.
I don't even want that. Like I mean nothing by this, but I
Mhm.
want to be able to figure it out myself, type of thing.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
And like part of that is I've had people in the past, specifically like when I was diagnosed with ADHD, they were like,
Mhm.
you should try meditation because it has a
Mhm.
lot of these benefits, which is true. but I was like, no, because you're telling me so. And now that I'm like, my brain is bringing it back up and I want to do this and I'm already actively working out, like I can work
Mhm.
that into my workout plan. While I'm stretching, I
Well,
can do
I was gonna
some
say,
breathing, like, that kind of thing.
so I started that with my kids. Was it last year? I think I started mindfulness. One of my kids asked me, they did it one time with me over the summer when they were touring, whatever,
Hmm.
to do, we call it our tree house. And it's a mindfulness practice, but it's very intentional. Like every breath you breathe in and you feel your lungs expand, you breathe out, and you're counting everything. It's very intentional.
Yeah.
But it settles your nervous system so much. And meditation doesn't have to be like, oh, like, and I know
Yeah,
that you
no.
know that, but it can even be something as simple as you're washing dishes, you're washing a dish with intention.
Yeah.
And you're this is a very like woo kind of thing here we're going down, but I like it. But it's like, I do a lot of my meditating in the shower because that's like it's a good time for it because I like the hot water, but I can stand there and just I think about my day and I go through each step of like, okay, I have this meeting. How am I going to go into these meetings? I'm going to take deep breaths. I'm going to do this. And I do a lot of self-talk meditating.
Hmm.
Very helpful. Very helpful, but stretching is great for it.
What's crazy to me is like what you just explained is my everyday. Like my
Mhm.
brain doesn't stop doing that.
Yeah.
Like
It's
I
just
wake up and it's okay, what classes do I have? I have this is what we're doing.
yes.
This is what we're doing in this class, and like
Yes.
and it doesn't stop. Okay, now I need to get out of bed and do this thing,
Mhm.
grab my deodorant, don't forget
It's
that because you're going to
self-talk, yeah.
stink, and like all of those things are actively
Uh-huh.
going on in my brain, so that opportunity, and like I'm not downing your I'm not
Yeah.
yucking your yum or anything like that, but like that type of meditation doesn't work for me because I'm already doing that. Like in my daily life, I'm already running through everything and I do everything with a logistical and
Mhm.
intentional act every single
And
time I do
see
something.
mine is my life is not logistical. I run everything based off of, ooh, a squirrel, ooh, a this, ooh,
Yeah.
like I I am constantly moving. So for me, I have to slow down and say, okay, step 1 is blank, step 2
Yeah.
is blank. I have to print the papers, put them in this order, put them on the table. After I put them on the table, I can go staple them. Like, and I have to think about it logically
Yeah.
to prep, and that slows me down enough to like it gets me to breathe deeply. Um, I also really like doing nervous system mapping and nervous system check-ins, which I think you would really like doing.
I
Um,
literally what I do is I I need to be in a place where I can close my eyes and I can
yep,
breathe because as soon as I
yep,
can close my eyes, I can disassociate with the things that are around me
yes,
and I can
yep,
just be like in my own head and turn off the thoughts that are actively
mm-hmm,
running all the time. Like I had I was in the gym today when I did it and I did my
mm-hmm.
stretching and I still had another minute, so I laid down on my back and had my hands up like kind of like a crab almost, and I was just laying there on my back and I was doing this while I was
Yes,
breathing
I love doing that.
because it literally it's that nervous system like thing. And I go a little quicker because that's just who I am, but like I was breathing in and out and I had the person that was in there with me, which was Noah, um, convinced that I was not like I passed out. Like I was
Yeah.
just laying there and he
Oh,
he
a
came
good
over and he was
meditation.
like leaning over like looking, and then I opened my eyes and I saw him and he's like, "I thought you had passed out."
You know another good one that I really like? This
Then
one's more of like
follow
an
your
in bed,
hand.
follow your hand.
Yeah.
And then this one I taught one of my girls at school is so like pressure sensitive that she
Mhm.
really likes it. So I taught her this where you squeeze as hard as you can when she's really like when she is in that red fight or flight mode.
Yeah.
I watch her now under the table. She squeezes as hard as she can. I said, "You can't break your finger. You will not break your own finger. You
Yeah.
can squeeze as hard as you want to. That finger is
Your
fine.
brain won't let you.
Your brain will not let you." She goes, "What if I snap it?" I said, "Then you and I will go see a doctor and
Yeah.
I will take care of you and I will keep you safe. You cannot break your own finger. I assure you of that."
Right.
So I showed her how hard I could squeeze. And I was like, "It might turn white. It might even turn a little red and then it goes away. But you need that deep pressure. Give yourself, and you have to learn how to do that." So I see her sometimes pinch right here in
Yeah.
this like nerve area, and I watch her almost like melt. And then she switches hands and she goes back. You can't see me. She goes back almost like she's milking a cow, like
Yeah.
that motion of like the squeeze and pull. But she does it, and I watch her settle.
Yeah.
And so I taught her some sayings. Affirmations are really good for meditating too, especially ones of like Not even just the I am safe, I am loved, blah blah blah, because those are like common ones, but even just like I am a good teacher.
Yeah.
I know what I'm doing. I am allowed to take a rest day. Like all those, I have to repeat those to myself all the time.
Yeah. So yeah,
This is
anyways,
my favorite
meditation.
conversation, by the way.
Yeah.
I fucking love this.
I meditation is great. But I want to
Mhm.
that's my intention is to
I
build
like
that
that.
into the
Yeah.
healthy life plan. Then
Hmm.
the third one that I actually do have, um, well, it was kind of added to the second one, but was to start that
Yeah.
second thing. I'll go right to the next one. Um, it's to get more on track with the content creation because this past year, and I'm not downing my own life because it's life. But this past year, I definitely 2 years realistically, like it's been since Grampy Bill and Grampy Dave passed. I've
Yeah.
stopped. I've stopped my own stuff. Like I've
Hmm.
gotten in my own way. I haven't streamed in I don't know how
In how
long.
long? Yeah.
I haven't posted
I'm
actively
streaming more than
posted.
you are.
Right. So like I want to start getting back into that stuff and have it be a scheduled thing. And I think with now knowing I have this soccer, like soccer is mine. I am not like he has already sent me the the this is what you need to fix, this is what you can work on, that kind of thing, and he has
That's
already appointed
awesome.
me for next year. Like
Oh my
I
God,
have
Justin, that's
soccer.
awesome.
I know that's a thing, and I have volleyball, but I'm not. I know I'm not taking basketball because it's halfway through the season. I know I'm not doing baseball because I don't want to. So like I have this time that I can choose what I want to do. And I haven't had
Hmm.
that like in a long time.
Yeah.
And like part of it is me jumping into that and saying I'm going to do this for me rather than for we. And part of
Hmm.
it is me trying to because I did enjoy it. It was a lot of fun, and I miss
Hmm.
having the calendar in my room saying, "Oh, today is this. This is what I'm gonna do. This is the video I'm posting. All that stuff."
Hmm.
My biggest thing and inside of this is I've got to find a way to get through the editing snafu that
Yeah.
I have because I hate it. I hate editing. It takes forever. The way that I'm looking at it is I can post actively and continuously but do shorter videos. And so like I don't have to edit it down from 2 hours to 1. I can just record for an
Right.
hour and post it. Like it'll just be that. And I think that's what my plan is to just kind of go with that and maybe do like the shorter games. It doesn't have to be a long form like series or anything like that, but
Yeah.
it's getting back into it is what I'm trying to get to is I want to
Yeah.
try to get back into it and the streaming and then all of that will also bring eyes back to
Exactly.
this and my own
I was
channel.
gonna say one of the other things too is like we can play split fiction, right?
Hmm.
You and I could play for 5 hours, but we would just stop every hour at our recording
Right.
and we don't have to record for five. You know what I mean?
Right.
I was thinking about that last time where I was like, man, we got to stop recording so long. And I was like, well, we don't have to stop playing for so long. We just pause and we do the next one and
And stop.
whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, and stop. And that kind of, I kind of thought about that and I was like, oh my gosh, we've been making this harder on ourselves by thinking like, oh my gosh, like I know there's been a couple times you've asked me to play and I'm like, I don't have time for a 3 hour recording.
Right.
Why does it have to be a 3 hour recording?
Right.
Like, I mean, by the time we both get booted up, it's about 3 hours, but
Or just start.
hopefully, hopefully, by the way, my thing is fixed and I should be good. But hey, where are we at with time? Are we okay?
Yeah, we're fine. We got about 7 minutes till it's an hour. So I think if
Oh,
both of
okay.
us do one more, I think it'll be fine.
Ah, I have five more though.
Pick your favorite.
I'll just rapid fire them.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. You're
Oh, is
up.
it me?
Yeah.
My bad. So, my third one was I deserve a healthy body instead of I want to have. It's just saying like I deserve because I do that to myself where I'm like I have a package of cookies next to me and I would normally finish them in a night, which is so unhealthy. Why you should not do that. But I would finish them in a packet in a night and just be like, well, I earned this. Okay, fine. Now, like you deserve to have a healthy body. Take care of it.
Hmm.
Like you want you want to be healthy. Blah blah. Blah. Anyway, be present in the moment. We talked about boundaries aren't bad. Setting boundaries for myself, but also recognizing that not everyone's going to accept my boundaries, and that's
Hmm.
okay. and they don't have to. Um, when I first started setting them, I think I was very big on like, I'm
You
setting
were,
this, you must accept
yeah,
it.
you were
And when
kind of a
I was
jerk
a dick
about it.
about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's the first time I ever really set them. And so when I told Emma, I was like, nobody's accepting them. She was like, okay, great. Now what? Like, what did you expect? And I was like, well, I set them, Emma. I set my boundaries and no one is following them. And it was a big thing with her to be like, oh no. Oh, sweetie, no. Just because you have a boundary does not mean someone else is going to accept it. It's up to you to say, hey, hold on. This is what I've set. And if you're, whatever, and talk to people,
Yeah.
which is hard for me to do. So
Hmm.
anyway,
Hmm.
rest more, actually rest more. And like sometimes that means putting the video games down and just laying down and just being.
Hmm.
I also want to read more, just in general, and saying no. I'm now in 5 D&D campaigns.
Yeah. Yeah. I, as your friend, I would appreciate you
Mhm.
saying no,
Someone asked me to
even
join a
if it's
sixth one.
to me. Are you talking about me? Because I know I did,
No, you
but
were number 7, actually. No, I have someone at school who wants me to run a campaign for them over the winter, and I was like, hey man, I love you. I can't.
I think
If
so.
one of these finishes up, I could,
Yeah.
but I can't right now for that one.
I think our idea would be a really cool campaign. I'm just gonna say it,
I know. But also,
but
if I'm
also
not at a
yes,
place where I
exactly
can,
right.
like it might not be right after the new year. Like it might have to wait until
Yeah,
February.
yeah, no, that's fine. Yeah. So,
But yeah, those are
February
mine.
1st, got it. So on your lookout.
No.
All right. So the last
Oh
one that I
Lord.
have is, and this is soccer related, is to continue seeing the growth of the girls. And
Yeah.
then I added a number because that's the way my brain works. I want a minimum of 5 wins next year because we do a season that is 14. So I think 5 is a realistic number for a growing team. We're going to be a very, very young team next year with a lot of people stepping into roles that they have never, ever, ever had to step into. So
Mm-hmm.
I think it's going to be a lot of growth. I think it's going to be a lot of fun, but a lot of frustrations as well.
Mm-hmm.
And so I think that's going to be, as a coach, I need to be able to vocalize that to my girls and make sure that they
Mm-hmm.
understand, hey, we might not be the best team that they have ever seen, but that doesn't mean we can't be a good team. It's just
It's
changing
also
their mentality.
the yeah, and it's also the definition of best team. Like you might not be the best team in the league kind of thing or in the
Right.
grouping or whatever, but you can be the best version of your team.
Right.
Like
Exactly.
how do you like we can be the best group of girls, as our team whatever.
Yeah.
And I hate to say it this way because this is horrible and I know high school sports does matter, but at the end of the day,
It
like
doesn't. It's about the
it is a game.
relationships. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's one of those things that's like you're never going to win if you're so focused on winning that you don't focus on building relationships. If you don't trust your teammates, you're not going to win.
Right. And I think
Um
that's going to be one of our big jobs. One of my big jobs
mhm,
next year is how can I help them get to that point of building chemistry
mhm,
and building trust and building that cohesiveness that they need because after next year there is
mhm.
a realistic chance that and even this next year, I'll even put it out there, even next year there's a realistic chance that we will push into playoffs. The years after that, if people continue to grow and continue to be better and get
Mhm.
better, there's a realistic chance that we can be challenging for the southern like division. Like
I
it's
love that.
it's not unrealistic for Buckfield to
Yeah.
find success in the next 1, 2, 3, 4 years. Like we can. It's just about how can who's gonna step up and who's gonna put themselves into a leadership position
Mhm.
and help this team get better. Basically, who's gonna turn on the
Yeah,
lights?
I like that.
I heard that the other day and I was like, that is so cool. Because like
That is really
your
cool.
team's in the room, who's gonna be the one to turn the lights on?
Yeah.
The leader is. Whoever the leader is will be the one to do it.
I I had a D&D thing that I wanted to bring up actually about that. You saying the leader. I have a kid who played with me this summer who was not a leader. He was very back burner. He played a really good character. It was a great build.
Hmm.
This year he stepped out of his comfort zone. I let them pick their own characters. He's playing a bugbear. I suggested it was like bugbear man. Come on, bugbear, come on. And he goes, okay, you know what? I'll try a bugbear.
You
I don't know what that
suggested, but
is.
you were like, Play the bugbear. Do it.
Well, no,
Play the
I said a
bugbear.
bugbear kind of. I said bugbear would be really fun. I said, but if you really don't want to, like, it is okay. And he goes, no, I'll try. And he goes, but can I be a sorcerer? And I said, sure. We don't have any sorcerers. We don't have really any magic users. He goes, now sorcerers don't really heal from what I was researching. And I was like, researching? He built, let me just say this, he built up his gaming setup. It is almost identical to mine. He showed me on remote and I was like, huh, interesting. Wonder where you got that idea from. Hmm. It was very sweet, actually. It was very cute. But we were playing our D&D yesterday, and he goes, okay, so I rolled a nat 20, so that means that I have, okay, my perception's pretty high. So I think as a team, we should really talk about, blah, blah, blah. Like, and he took over the leader role in a way that I'm not used to because our D&D groups work very differently than the kids do.
Oh
The
yeah.
kids, I basically start combat, so it has all the little figures up at the top so that they can like be in order
Yeah.
because I have to.
Yeah. Oh
DMing
yeah.
9 people, I credit where credit is due to Shannon. Oh my god.
Yeah.
9 people is so many. That's obscene. I don't understand how she does it. It's I, props to you, man. That is crazy. 9 kids is a lot to try and DM, and they're all so ADHD. So anyway, he kind of took the leader role. He was like, okay, so I think what we should do is we've got 2 really good rogues. They're pretty good at sneaking. Click, you're not a rogue, but you're good at sneaking. And I wrote that down in my notes. Hold on one sec. And he's like flipping through note pages,
Hmm.
plural pages. And he was like, okay, so Click, you're really good with sneaking. We found that out. And there's a few of us that are more back burner characters, so we could kind of do more. And he just like went on this tangent. And all of the kids were listening to him. And they were respectful. And I just sort of let it go
Yeah. Oh yeah.
and then a teacher butt in and was like, "Well, so everyone needs a chance." I was like, "Shut up! Keep going, buddy. You've got this. My eyes are on you." And anyway, he continued and he goes, "So you guys don't have to take my idea, blah blah blah. Like it's whatever." And so then I said, "Okay, I'm gonna go turn based. XYZ character. What do you want to do? I want to do Silas's plan. Oh, please cut that out if you can. Remember where this is.
I probably won't remember, but I will try my
It's fine.
hardest.
It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I want to do that kid's plan.
I'm
Every
gonna I'm
kid,
gonna try to remember because that it yeah.
yeah, every kid wanted to do his plan.
That's awesome.
All 8 kids and teacher that was playing. And that just for me as his teacher was like, oh, you turned the light on. He just every time that I tried to explain, I was like, so dexterity is, and he would go, I got this. So dex would be like your acrobatics, like if you have a very dexterous character, it's someone who can like reach in and grab something, but they can also flip over a wall. And I was like, yeah, you don't even need me anymore. Okay, whatever. He got his mom to buy him D&D books.
That's awesome.
And one of my girls wants to know if she can start a campaign in her town. And I was like, yes. I was literal tears.
That's awesome. I hate to do this to you because it's
No,
very
it's the end of the episode.
yeah. Go ahead and tell them where
Oh,
they can find you.
they can find me over at Asminsta1721 on all socials. Justin, this is the first time you're going to hear this news, so mazel. I am going to start recording and posting videos to YouTube as well. To join in on the bandwagon, it looks really fun, and I'm already streaming and found out that I can also record while I'm streaming. So I'm going to record some of our gameplays to post as videos. Can't promise that they'll start anytime soon because we know me and my posting habits, but you can find me at Asminsta on all my socials. I will be streaming more on TikTok this year because it's a lot of fun and I really enjoy it. So come check me out, come hang out, whatever. You can find the merch. You may have heard Justin's merch plug earlier, but I'll go a
The
little
best
faster.
merch plug that we've ever had on this show.
It's pretty good. However, I'm going to go a little faster. So thesoccerking1239.com, flip over to the third tab, drop it down to fourth wall. Fourth wall will have the links to the Soccer Kings merch and our merch. They're both there. It's our merch that we designed. It's got like our names on it. It's really cute, really good. Also, go get yourself some Soccer King merch. I think he's wearing it right now, actually. On his, yes, super comfy clothes, very, very good quality, all that good stuff. You can find the show over at No Impulse Control on all the different socials. We promise to post more.
We will. We will.
It'll happen. It'll
It's.
happen. It will
I'm
happen.
gonna share. I'm sharing in um the responsibility. Like I'm
Yeah,
actively putting
we'll
myself
post.
into that.
We'll
So
post.
we're gonna
Yeah.
Not saying
Yeah.
that you weren't like. That sounds like I'm saying because I'm part of it, you're not like.
Hey,
No,
man,
we're gonna share the
we can
responsibility to do it.
we can acknowledge that I haven't posted anything.
Yeah, this
It's
has been
all
a
good.
while. Yeah, sure. Anyways, yeah.
Shut the fuck up. Where can they find you?
The Soccer King 1239 on some. I think it's just Twitch now, but
Yeah.
and then TSK 1239 on the other stuff. If it looks like me, it's probably me, and if it looks like me and it's not me, well then let me know so I can beat somebody up.
He can
Anyways,
do that now. He's been going to the gym, guys.
yes, I'm strong. Anyways, we will see you in the next episode. Actually, we'll probably see you live when we're live, which will be so
Yeah, we should
awesome.
talk about that.
We will, yes. Um,
Yep.
but anyways, we'll see you. Peace.
Bye.